modes of transmission and spread of disease-causing organisms. Many viruses, bacteria, protozoa, fungi, helminths can cause diseases in human beings. The diseases can be cured with proper medicines and can also be prevented by administering appropriate vaccines. It may be good to prevent the entry of all these parasites into our body than to cure them by taking medicines. At the same time, preventing the transmission of these organisms from person to person is also important. We studied about vectors in this topic, the animals that live around us and carry the disease-causing germs and spread the diseases. To control the spread of diseases in such cases, it is necessary to know the life cycle of the disease-causing germs and the vectors. There are 4 different ways of transmission of infectious diseases: through direct contact, through air, through water and food, and through animals. Some infectious diseases may be transmitted through more than one of the ways that I have just mentioned. Now, let us study how the spread of the infectious diseases takes place through direct contact. If a normal person comes in direct physical contact with an infected person or with the articles such as towels, clothes, etc. used by the infected person, the disease gets transmitted to the normal person also. Scabies disease caused by itch mite is a good example for the transmission of a disease through direct contact. The second method of transmission of infectious disease is through air. When a person sneezes or coughs, fine droplets of saliva enter the air. If the person is affected by a disease, the droplets of saliva contain the disease-causing germs. Breathing such contaminated air causes the spread of the disease. Also, few of us have the bad habit of spitting and blowing the nose around us. When these dry up, the disease-causing organisms are blown by wind and enter the air. Breathing such air results in the spread of the disease. When contaminated air blows over the food items, these organisms are deposited over food and spread of the disease occurs. Eggs of few parasites are so small that they are also carried by air and deposited on food and water. To prevent transmission of infectious disease through air, people should cultivate good habits. If the nose and mouth are covered while sneezing or coughing, the spread of the disease-causing microorganisms can be minimized. Such used clothes should be washed in hot water and dried in sunlight. The next good habit is always covering food items with a lid and storing them in the closed containers, thus preventing the deposition of disease-causing germs on food items. Spitting or blowing nose around should be avoided to check the diseases at the root level. Spread of diseases through water is another way of transmission of disease-causing microorganisms. Drinking such contaminated water can cause polio, cholera, typhoid, amoebiasis, etc. In villages, the drinking water is collected from wells or rivers. Bathing near rivers or near wells, washing of clothes, especially that of infected persons, leads to the contamination of water. Drinking water can be purified by filtration and chlorination as in cities. This removes most of the disease-causing germs. Filtration through sand and charcoal is the cheapest way. Vigorous boiling of water for 10 to 15 minutes also kills the disease-causing germs. Such water can be used for drinking after filtering through several layers of cloth. Chemicals which kill disease-causing microbes are easily available. They can be best used when traveling. Nowadays, different types of water filters are available in the market which remove many contaminants from the water. Contamination of foodstuff is another cause of disease. Fresh vegetables and fruits should be washed thoroughly before eating. Cooking should be done in hygienic conditions. The food prepared should be covered properly. Flies and other insects get attracted to the food materials if not covered. Food materials should be stored in closed containers to avoid contamination. Improper cooking of food also results in the spread of disease. Spread of infectious diseases through animals. Animals living in our surroundings play a key role in spreading diseases from person to person. Particularly, insects are responsible for transmission of diseases from person to person. Mosquitoes are responsible in transmitting diseases like malaria, filaria, etc. Flies are responsible for transmission of cholera, typhoid, amoebiasis, tuberculosis, etc. There are few diseases transmitted by lice too. Even cockroaches contaminate food material and can cause diseases. Snail acts like vector in spreading the helminth parasite, liver fluke. Apart from all the animals mentioned now, there are several animals that act either as carriers or vectors or as reservoirs. To control diseases, we have to eliminate or reduce the population of reservoirs, carriers or vectors and also avoid coming into contact with diseased persons. Keeping the surroundings clean is the best method to reduce the population of disease-spreading animals and spread of diseases too.